As you look at it, there are plenty of colors. I think India is all about colors, it's all about celebration, and it's all about flavors, most importantly. And I think that is what a tiffin does. It brings all these things together in front of you for you to enjoy a great meal. Hi Grazia, this is Chef Vineet Bhatia, and we are at Zia Mumbai, and we're going to talk about tiffins, which is the most iconic stuff which you have in Mumbai, thanks to our dabbawalas. Now, the good thing with the tiffin is every household has its own tiffin, and when they send it to their family members in offices, they make dishes which is their favorite. So what we have here, we have a raita here, we have a gujia with some chole, we have a sorghum salad, we have a bottle masala rava crusted pomfret, we have an Indori tikki as such, and a little chura papad, which is one of my favorites, lots of flavors. And in the tiffin, we have a few things. We have a South Indian style inspired lamb stew. We have our classic North Indian butter chicken. We have a kathal ki sabji, I mean jackfruit, one of my favorites. It has to be slow cooked with spices and it just melts in the mouth. It mimics the flavors of mutton, for example, but it's purely for vegetarians. Very, very nice dish. We have a little dal. And lastly, we have some rice. We got some lemon and a curry leaf rice. Lots of flavors. We also get three breads here. We give the whole grain, multi-grain bread with some onions. We do a gobi kulcha and we do a wonderful puri. So a lot to try. And again, as you look at it, there are plenty of colors. I think India is all about colors. It's all about celebration. And it's all about flavors, most importantly. And I think that is what a tiffin does. It brings all these things together in front of you for you to enjoy a great meal. My fondest food memories of Mumbai is actually going to Jucho party and having bhel puri and the golas. This is what I remember as a kid because I was brought up in Juhu. So every Sunday or every weekend we would be at Juhu beach playing cricket. So to end up having a gola or having a little bhel puri or having a little pav bhaji is what I remember as a kid. If you look at Bombay, it is a melting pot of various cultures and people from around India who come here to trade, to learn, to go into Bollywood and to make a living. Bombay is a city of dreams. We all come here to fulfill our dreams, and hopefully many of us do. Same thing with the food. Each person coming into the city carries his own food with him. So Bombay is a melting pot. So the more people keep coming in, I think the more diverse the food begins to get. And with the younger generation now coming in the industry, you find a lot of people who are quite social media savvy. So food has to look good and not just taste nice, but has to look quite beautiful to look at. So you find a lot of trends changing in terms of the way food is presented, the way combinations are being done. So I would say it's all positive. It's always been soaked into rich cuisine based on the people who come in the city, but each person who comes in a city adds his own dimension, and that is what Mumbai does. The cuisine keeps on evolving over the time. A normal dabba will probably be a 4-tier dabba, which normally comes. So you will definitely have a chawal, a rice dish. You definitely have a dal dish. You will have one sabji. And if you're a non-veg eater, you'll probably have a non-veg day. Otherwise, you'll be having two vegetables. And along with the rice dish, what normally happens is they would put some rotis inside or some theplas inside. They would put a little kachumbar inside, a little lemon veg, and a bit of a mirchi. Now these basically 4 containers are what it is. What you add inside that is entirely up to you. So each house will have its own, and there is no right and there is no wrong. It is what you like to eat yourself. And I think that is the beauty of having a dabba. In terms of cuisine, highlighting Mumbai, I see a lot of people trying to go into Maharashtrian cuisine, trying to understand the Kohli cuisine. If you look at the city here, it is about the Kohlis. They are the initial inhabitants of Mumbai. So a lot of Kohli cuisine is coming in here. A lot of the Parsi cuisine is coming in here. In this part of town, in Kafway, Kalaba, there are quite a few Marwadis now. So you find a kind of a Marwadi Gujarati cuisine coming in. So it varies. And I think, they become a certain trend. They come for a while, for a few years. They filter on, something new comes up. But each time what happens is there's always something new happening. And that I think is the beauty of Mumbai. I think it's high time that Indian food got recognized as such. I think our hospitality in India has been amazing over the years. We are at the forefront of looking after our guests through and through. And the hospitality in India is just a notch higher than everybody else. There is something which is very warm and hospitable about Indians when it comes to looking after the guests, because it comes to them very genuinely. They don't have to really fake it. It's a very natural thing for them. And it is nice to be appreciated by the various guidebooks or the various magazines around the world to showcase. And for Indians, it is about giving love and care through hospitality, and they are probably the finest you will ever get. Modern Indian is again a very debatable term, I would say. I think you've got to realize that you need to have a very strong foundation before you evolve it any further. So fortunately, we've been doing for 40 odd years. We understand the basics quite well. So we try and modernize it, but not modernizing for the sake of modernizing it. You've got to be very careful of your environment around you, your sustainability around you, what you can get locally. It's very important that you source as much as possible from local around you to cut down the carbon footprint and also support the local business people here. So it's all about trying to put things together into a position where you can help each other to trade well, and at the same time offer your diner a variety and a choice to enjoy. There's one dish which the one ingredient which I would love to cook, or rather I love to cook all the time, is curry patta. There's something very magical about curry patta. If you look at a curry patta, it looks very simple and humble, and it doesn't smell of much. But when you cook that, or when you impart heat or add to heat, it takes it to a new dimension. So flavors will change, or it imparts the flavors into tarkas, or into raitas, or into marinades, or into kebabs, or into a gravy item. It is just adds more flavor. Although it adds more flavor, it doesn't really overpower the dish, which is a good thing about curry patta. And I think that's the reason why I just love using curry patta.